We are delighted now to be joined by Brian Schurgin. He is a president of Better Life Home Care. And we were talking a couple of minutes ago about the opening of some of the other businesses. Uh, Having an option for your elderly members in your family to get the care that they need at home is something that might be really helpful to you and your family. So, Brian, good morning, and thank you for joining us via Zoom on the MegaCast.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. How are you this morning?
Fantastic. So, talk a little bit, if you want, if you will, I apologize, about taking care of our elderly family members at home and the kind of help we might need.
Well, it's something that's an honor to be able to take care of our elders. Currently, our company has experienced some challenges, obviously, but seniors that have needed assistance and help have not incurred the pressure that the other companies, because of the shutdown, were considered necessity. So all of your loved ones that still need help around the house with maintenance and personal care and running errands, we're still up and running. Our company actually has two halves. We're a neuromuscular massage company that does therapy in home for automotive accidents. And unfortunately, because our therapists, our massage therapists, they are not able to go to people's homes. But our home care company is up and running, and we are currently growing. And because there's more need for family members. So, for instance, if you have a loved one, a lot of people are moving them into their own home and are calling us and saying, are you still able to bring people into our house? And the answer is yes. We are following all the guidelines in order to ensure safety. We have a COVID checklist every single day with all of our caregivers and all of our clients, making sure that they're feeling terrific, and thermometers and masks and gloves. And it's a little bit of a hassle inventory management, but we have done an excellent job, and we've been able to really service those in need. One of the other things that we're doing right now is we were able to get the payroll protection. So our therapists aren't running, but our caregivers are there. And because we've got this extra funds that are coming in, we're doing some philanthropy. We are offering 4 hours per week of respite care to those that qualify for 5 families per week. So the first 5 families that call in, we're sending over a caregiver to their house to help them out, to give them a break. So folks with MS, ALS, Parkinson's, dementia, or any other debilitating issues that would qualify. So it's an honor and a privilege to be able to give back during this time where people are really struggling.
Oh, Brian, I applaud that. That is awesome. And we've seen a lot of businesses that have qualified for the PPP using those resources to do something good because maybe their pivot didn't, they didn't have some way to keep their employees directly busy, or they just wanted to do something good like you're doing. So I applaud that. So we know we have a challenge right now, Brian, in our some of our senior facilities and our nursing homes here in Michigan, where there has unfortunately been a mixture of COVID and non-COVID patients,
Right.
and unfortunately, a lot of people have been affected. Is keeping your family members at home with help from an organization like yours, is that an option, or uh,
So much safer. It's
yeah?
so much safer because we're saying to our families that we're taking care of, stay home, don't go out. If your loved ones or family members want to come visit you, social distance, wear a mask, but they're not getting the traffic. And our caregivers, we are limiting them to one family at possible. Some of them are seeing, like the respite ones, are seeing more than one family, but they're taking all the precautions necessary. And the degree of sanitation that we're doing in these homes is like, I can't even explain it. All day long, these people are wiping every single thing down and practicing. You know, they've always practiced, sanitary practicing with wiping things down. But the masks and the gloves the gloves we've used, but the mask is a new thing. But um, when you have a facility where they're telling the governor saying, you know what, we're going to send people that are leaving the hospital into rehab centers or subacute rehab centers in a mix with people that don't have it, and they just have to be extremely careful and cautious. I can't imagine the pressure on those caregivers that work in those facilities compared to the ones that work for us that have limited exposure. I commend them. It's a risk they're taking, but I know that they're taking all the necessary precautions.
Well, and
For
again,
us,
again, we don't, here on this show, we don't really want to get political. I'm not picking on the governor or
oh, I'm
her.
not either. I'm just being a factualist.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
no,
what's
me
going
too,
on.
me too. But so this is an option. So if you have a family member, there are organizations like Better Life Home Care, and I'm sure other
Mhm.
organizations as well that are doing a great job, just like you guys are, that can help. If it's too much for you to take care of an elderly family member, consider one of these options of getting a little bit of help at your home, and then your loved one who might even be in a facility right now, you might want to consider getting them out. I'm not saying do it, just another option, right?
It is. We have our caregivers go everywhere. So we do have our caregivers inside facilities, but they're not the rehab centers. They're like independent living.
Hmm.
And one caregiver is allowed in, and they're with that client for the day, and then they leave. So we are practicing that. And for all the home care companies like mine, I commend you because I know that they're doing great things for our community. And that's one of our slogans in our company is helping the community one family at a time.
Well,
So that's what we do. And everybody else that's like my company, they're doing great stuff for our community, and they need to be. I mean, they're heroes in my mind.
Well, they're in mine too, and I applaud your team and everything you're doing, and again the other folks that are taking care of people and
Mhm.
helping with home care. It's just another area we really wanted to focus on today, and I appreciate you joining us. There are some things I assume that, and some patients that they're not going to qualify. They're going to need a level of care where they're going to need to be in some facility. Can you help us with some kind of a line of delineation, even in just a general sense of when you
Yeah,
might
there's a
want to?
spectrum of needs.
Yeah.
There's a spectrum of needs. We have people that are in nursing homes that actually, are going to need different kind of help. Like they're coming out of a surgery and they're going into a rehab center, a subacute rehab center, and they have full staff for those folks. Then there's assisted living, where you live in a facility where you're getting care. And then there's our company, where we encourage people to stay home. We see that um, clients and family members of clients thrive when they're in their own home and with family, or in a place that they can heal, or they can feel comfortable where they're not feeling pressure that's affecting their immune system. They heal up quicker, they feel better, and they're grateful to be in their own home. And that's what our company allows people to do.
Well, Brian, you are an enthusiastic advocate for home care, and I that's fine, and I appreciate you coming on the show and talking about it. What about insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, Standard Blue Cross, and others? Would you be able to use some of your insurance plans for this kind of care?
You know what? I am not an expert on that. Our company, we do not take insurance except for long term care insurance. We're a non medical care provider. So that would be a question that I would not be able to answer.
Okay.
Although I'm sure, uh, there's need for those folks, and I don't see a reason why Medicare would stop paying for their help. I'm guessing when they come out of a facility and they go into a rehab center, Medicare is covering them, and if they have Blue Cross or um, there's other insurance companies, obviously besides Blue Cross, that are giving people the insurance to be able to be in those facilities, but they're not paying for our company
All
in
right.
specific.
Brian, thank you very much. Thank you for letting people know about another spoke of the wheel in healthcare and home care for
Mhm.
folks. And I appreciate you taking a moment to joining us today. You want to give out your information if people want to call your organization directly.
Sure. And I also want to thank all of my employees. They are terrific. And the director of my company, her name is Amy. She can be reached at 248 444 3353. If you think you qualify for some kind of respite care, please give us a call, 248 444 3353. And the name of the company is Better Life Home Care. And the email address is betterlifehomecare.com. No spaces, no caps.
Okay. Well done, Brian. You got it across real well. And I assume you have capacity. And in a moment of a non-proprietary conversation here, I'm sure that the other folks that are in your industry have capacity right now. And there's a lot of good folks all over the place, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Doing good work.
All right. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All
Thanks for
right.
having us out.